The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Old Dominion Monarchs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air, it's Bryant. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Monarchs! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money. But this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
Catch in the middle. It's oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interceptions. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Punch it out of the air. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Got it behind the line. It's Roach. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the returner will be brought down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Pulls in the deep ball. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Helms. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Roach. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Completes it in the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Duke. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Catch in the middle. It's Butler. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw.
Breaks into the open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Bryant. Trying to get behind the defense. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Right on target this time. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll open this third quarter with a run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The RPO, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Monarchs will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Bryant. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Eagles! They take the lead with the 6.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's caught. Pulled down for the tackle.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the run, it's Gibbs. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To throw, it's Bryant. Dumps it to the back. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, ODU. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. He throws into the middle of the field. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Rushes on him. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Eagles. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And the Monarchs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Fires left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's French. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it on the left. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Defense not fooled there in a 2-minute situation. This offense trying to go quick game, trying to catch some blocks to see if they can spring that guy. But
a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
They'll run play action. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The short hands, it's Pierce. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Monarchs will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Still on his feet at the 45. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Monarchs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. He's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Dallas. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to pass, it's French. He'll take another shot here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree.